Alright, so today I'm going to show you how you're able to scale your agency so fast that it almost feels illegal. So here's my inflow dashboard. I'm only showing this not to flex, but to actually show you that I'm not just some random guy on YouTube. So this is my last 30 days, last 90 days, and my past week. This is not going to be about some magic sauce or some new fancy Reddit method. This is exactly how we are structuring my own agency and also how I'm able to scale all of my consulting clients. So now in the next 20 minutes, I'm going to walk you through the most common bottlenecks, why your past couple of months you have been stuck in where you are right now, and how you're able to fix it and then scale. By the way, my name is Armi. I'm 24 years old and I've been in OFM for over 4 years now. My first YouTube video was posted around 3 years ago, if I remember correctly. So I've been in this space for many years, and back then when I started, there were no courses, no information, no nothing. So I had to figure out everything by myself. I've also been in the operations of many 7-figure agencies, so I know exactly what they're doing and how they were able to scale. I've also consulted so many agencies, and let me tell you this, it's not about the method. I know that this is not what you want to hear. I know that every single guru is saying that, yeah, method matters the most. It's not really about that. I have people that I'm working with closely since day one. Many of them are only making 20K a month. And some of them are making over 6 figures or even doing better than me. And it's not about the information that they have. It's not about the method they have. It's not about the social media platform that they are using. It's about execution, first of all. And second is what kind of system they have actually built out. And this is like, no one is talking about this. And the best agencies who are doing over 6 figures a month, when they look at their whole operation, they're able to know where they are leaking revenue and what is their biggest bottleneck. But the ones who are just stuck at 5K, 50K a month, they actually don't know where to start and how to actually fix their operations. Most agencies don't know what their biggest bottleneck is. As I mentioned, I've scaled so many agencies and literally everyone is messaging me about, yeah, they need more traffic. Although it might be true, but usually that's not their biggest bottleneck. First of all, they don't have the data. Like they actually don't know if they should need more traffic or better conversion or higher lifetime value, or if they need more creators or more accounts, or like what is the exact problem. So that is what we have to start with first, with problem identification. And the thing is, if you are fixing the wrong thing right now, and if you focus on the wrong methods or the wrong systems, in the next coming months, you're just going to get wiped away. The agency owners who are going to scale in the coming years, who are going to be the number ones in 5 years from now, are the ones who are actually building out the right structure. The window to build that kind of structure, to actually have a proper machine, is closing. Because day by day, there are going to be more agency owners, more creators. So the competition is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. So that's why you have to build it out right now. In the next couple of minutes, we're going to talk about what is your biggest bottleneck at the moment and how you can use my 2 systems. One of them is the model data matrix and the second is creator to cash matrix. If you're serious about scaling your agency and if you want to be making more money and actually build out the right structure, then make sure to watch this video until the end, because we are talking about what are the most common bottlenecks and or 2 systems that I'm using to scale my agency and scale all of my clients' agencies. And these are called model data matrix and creator to cash matrix. So make sure that in the next few minutes, you're not doing anything else, you're not cooking, you're not driving, you are actually fucking sitting down and listening. Or again, if you don't want to scale your agency or if you just want to scroll on YouTube and do some brain rotting, then you're free to do that. But in that case, make sure to click off the video right now, because I don't want people who are not serious to be watching this video. So now let's go through all the biggest bottlenecks that I'm seeing across all of my consulting clients and the same mistakes that I made in my past couple of years. So the first one, which is usually the most common, is actually you are the bottleneck. Because you're running all the decisions, you're running all the management yourself. You handle the relationships with all your VAs and your creators. You basically have a glorified job. If you think about it, you're also a human. So you're not able to manage 200 things at the same time. And by you not making the right decisions and by not focusing on what actually matters, you're just fucking your agency up. And it's not your VAs, it's not your creators, it's actually you. Because if you're not focusing on learning and growing your agency, then you are going to be falling behind. Next is you don't have the data. So many agencies, they just hope that they will go viral. They are not tracking the views that they're getting. They're not tracking their conversion rate. They don't have proper KPIs for their team or their creators. They don't know if they're running paid ads. They don't know their cost per acquisition. They don't know their LTV. They're just like jerking off to ratio. Ratio doesn't matter. So like, let's just skip that. Ratio doesn't matter. So like, what matters is actually the lifetime value, how much money you are able to get out of every single subscriber that you have. And what is the purchase rate? Are your chatters just like spamming all these PPVs, or they are actually building out good relationships? These are just some of the data that you should be tracking, but there are so many more if you want to run an actual good agency. The next is the revenue is too concentrated. The biggest problem with this is you are constantly at risk. For example, if you have just 1 or 2 creators, then if like even one of them leaves, then your 50% of your revenue is going out of the window. That is a huge fucking risk. You're not able to scale because you don't have proper onboarding, you don't have a proper team, you don't have proper anything. Next is you don't run enough accounts. Nowadays, just running one IG account and one Reddit account is not enough. You need a proper structure, you need a proper marketing system. You need to run enough accounts, because the thing is, if 1 or 2 of these accounts get banned, then again, you are at zero. Especially nowadays, a lot of people are getting banned on IG every single day. And you don't want this problem that you get one of the IG accounts banned to fuck up your whole agency. Next is you don't have enough cash flow, because all of the money is coming from like one creator who might be giving you the money like every 2 weeks. You don't have enough cash flow, so you are constantly under stress. And the next is the revenue allocation, because you might have 10 or 20 creators, but if only 1 or 2 of them are making money, then again, you're constantly at risk. You have to make sure that you're constantly scaling all of the creators that you have. The next most common mistake is going to be inconsistent promotion. Because you don't have a system, because you don't have a full out team, you are not able to run promotion and you're not able to get subscribers in every day. And you just hope maybe next week one of the reels will go viral. But because you don't have the data, because you don't have the proper system, because you're doing everything by yourself, you don't have predictable revenue. There is like no clear way for you, because you're looking for the next best method and it doesn't fucking exist. The 5th most common is not actually having a team. You don't have proper managers. You might have a bunch of VAs, but that's not a team. A team consists of managers and actual leaders, and it shouldn't be you, the owner, because you, again, don't have that much time and that much energy every single day. So you have to hire managers. There should be accountability metrics. Make sure that all of the VAs are doing their work. And you shouldn't be checking this yourself. It should be the manager's task. And also, so many agency owners, they don't have proper recruitment. Recruitment is not about posting into some Telegram groups looking for some Nigerian prince who's offering 50 paid subs a day. That's not recruitment. I also made this mistake. I was focusing on the how I can scale my agency, how to go viral, but not on who can help me, who can teach me, who should I have in my team to scale the agency. Because also my managers, my IG team, my Reddit team, SFS, GGs, and like paid ads team, they know more than me. That should be the point. That the managers that you're working with, the people, are actually smarter than you. So you're not capped at your own knowledge, at your own level. And the last most common thing is you're not able to handle the creators. There is no proper management. You don't know how to treat the creators, because the creators are your product and also your partners. So if they are not happy, if they are stressed, if they don't know if they're going to be making money, then they are going to fuck up the system that you have. Because that is where it starts with the creators. Because if they're not doing the content, then you're not able to do marketing for them, then you're not going to be making money. So this is again a crucial part. So these are the most common mistakes that I see in almost every agency. Again, I made all of these mistakes myself in my past couple of years. So now let's talk about how to actually track the data and how you are able to scale the agency. And this is why we are using the model data matrix. Model data matrix is looking at 4 main components. The profit to revenue, how much profit you are making, to compared to how much revenue you are making, what is the cost per acquisition for every single social media that you're running, what is the lifetime value of each subscriber that you have, and lastly, what is the revenue concentration. Just from these 4 data, we are able to figure out what is the biggest bottleneck in your agency. Once we have these 4, then we are putting in the data into the creator to cash matrix. Inside here, we are actually able to fix the data that comes out of it. If the problem is with the traffic, then we are going to look at the whole operations of your IG, Reddit, Meta ads, paid ads, GG, SFS. These are the main things that we're running also in my agency to make over 300K a month. And once we have the traffic figured out, once we get the eyeballs in, then we have to focus on the conversion. We're going to be looking at the funnels, make sure that the models has proper branding that is able to get in all the guys to the OF page. Look at the link in bio, because so many people are running the wrong link in bio. It's just like full on mess and it's not optimized. We have to make sure that there is actual urgency, that the people want to subscribe right now. We have to make sure that the account looks authentic. Because as I mentioned before, there is so much competition right now. In the most cases, these social media accounts and the OF account doesn't look authentic, so the guys are not going to subscribe. Once we have all of this, then we are able to optimize to have the biggest conversion possible. Next, we are going to be looking at the lifetime value, how much money you are actually able to make from every single subscriber that comes in. If that's the problem, then we are going to look at your whole chatting operations, what kind of hiring process you have, what kind of training that you are giving to your chatters, what is the script method. I'm going to share with you the exact script method that we're using inside my agency to make over 2K per sexting session. Next is going to be the KPIs, what KPIs to follow with each of your chatters. And then once we have all of this, then we are able to increase the performance. And once we have all of this, then we are going to look at the creators that you have, what kind of acquisition system. Are you actually able to onboard more models into your agency? We're going to look at if they are qualified to be working with you, because if you are working with the wrong models, then it's not going to work out in the long term. Next is the psychology on how to actually treat the creators that you have, so they are going to be working with you in the long term. Next is how you are actually able to give them the task, how to actually give them the content to do. And lastly, how to communicate with the creators, so they're going to be your partners. So I want to be clear with you, all of this is not a course, not a Circle Jerk Mastermind, not a course, not a school group or anything like this. This is actual one-on-one help, because every single agency needs different things. Every single agency has different bottlenecks, different problems that we have to solve together. So what you are going to get if we are working together, main thing is direct one-on-one access to me. I'm going to be actively in your operations. Again, you're not just going to get a couple of PDFs and that's it. I'm going to be actively in your agency. Next is you're able to book unlimited amount of calls with me and my team, where we are going to make all the decisions based on the data that you have, not on feelings. Next is going to be the complete creator acquisition system, actually getting in more creators, more of the high quality creators inside your agency. Next is how to actually onboard them, how to structure the content that they have, how to communicate with the creators, how to handle the task lists that they have, and how to actually get the maximum output of every single creator that you have. Because the thing is, not every single model is going to make over 6 figures a month. I know that this is not what you want to hear and not what most YouTube gurus are teaching, but that's unfortunately the truth. Next is going to be the complete sales system, on how we are finding the chatters, hiring the chatters, or script method, and how to have a predictable lifetime value. Next is access to my 6-figure manager. So it's not going to be only me, but the managers inside my agency. They are also going to be helping you scale, because they are the ones who are working day to day inside my operations. And lastly, we are going to help you hire more people and actually build out the best SOP system that you have ever seen. Because the goal here is that you are building a team that's working without you. And what we are also doing is actually we are hiring the people for you. So you don't have to fuck around with hopping on Telegram groups and like finding the best people. We're going to do that for you. And in the meantime, while we are doing all of this, the model data matrix and the creator to cash matrix is running in the background, completely optimizing your whole operations and scaling your agency. The whole consulting is 30 days long, or until you make your money back. I'm able to offer this because I know for sure that we are able to scale your agency as soon as possible. So again, it's going to be minimum 30 days long or until you make your money back. So if you don't make your money back in 30 days, then we're going to be working together until you make it back. So with this, the risk is on me and my team because we have to give you the best results possible. And if for any reason you don't make your money back within 6 months, then you will get a full refund. But I do have to be clear with you. We are not working with every single agency because I'm also human. I have limited amount of managers in my agency. We're not able to take on 200 random agencies at the same time. So let me be clear. This is for the agency owners who have already been in OFM for at least a couple of months now, or they just have like a few creators. We don't take on complete newbies. Next is, if you're doing anywhere between 5K to 50K a month, but you just hit a ceiling and you don't know where to look next and what is your bottleneck and how to fix it. And lastly, this is for you if you're running everything yourself and you just want to break out of this glorified 9-to-5 job that you built for yourself. Because with this, we are building out your right structure. As I mentioned before, this is not for everyone. So this is not for you if the whole consulting is going to empty out your bank account, because with every single business, you have to reinvest into more phones, ads, creators, all this stuff. So this is not for you if it's going to make you flat out broke. Next is if you expect to get rich quick. This is not a $9.99 bullshit course to make you passive income. That's not that. This is actually building out the right structure for your agency. And lastly, if you want to copy and paste method, again, we are building out your structure with your VAs, with your team, with your creators. This is not an A to Z blueprint bullshit. We are going to be working on a one-on-one with unlimited amount of calls with me and my team, and we are actually in your operations scaling your agency. So now you have 3 options. First is that you do nothing. Just close this video, maybe go on IG Reels, do some brain rotting, send some memes to your friends. That is what most people are actually going to be doing. And it's all right. Like, most people are not going to succeed anyway. Option 2 is that you want to figure out everything yourself. That's also a feasible option. The biggest problem with that is it's just going to take you more time. And with more time, you're actually going to be losing money, because all the time that you could have been making 100K a month, you're actually losing that same amount. Because I also made this mistake. I actually spent more on the wrong things and actually doing the wrong stuff, working with the wrong creators, with the wrong VAs, with the wrong team, with the wrong setup. You're actually going to be losing more money than instead right now building out the right structure. And option 3, you apply to work with us. It's not going to be our super salesy call. We just want to figure out if this is the right fit for both of us before we commit. As I mentioned before, we have limited spots because also I'm a human. I'm not able to take on 200 agencies and give them the best results. So that's why I only want to work with the best of the best, the biggest hustlers who are actually going to be putting in the fucking work, because the results that you are going to get are completely tied with my reputation. Click the link below, book a call with us, and either way we are going to figure out what is your biggest bottleneck and what it's actually costing you. The thing is, the agency owners who are going to dominate this space are the ones who are building out the right structure. So just please, don't let this be, and I should have done that moment in 6 months. I will see you on the other side.